Sorry, we're not over. It's recording.
It's recording?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Good morning. First cup in the morning. I'm your host, Adam.
And I am John.
And, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. So,
I just had a drink spilled all over my fucking pants.
hey, that's your fault.
It was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mine didn't spill on my pants.
Yeah. By the way, we're not drinking coffee this morning, sorry.
Nope, sorry.
We're drinking cream soda, though. And it's
Yeah.
really good.
It
I had a
is
cream
really
soda
good.
thrown to me. I opened it up. And it got all over me. But it's okay.
It's okay. Cause
It got everywhere on the floor, and John's just like, dude, it's okay. I'm like, what?
it will evaporate.
No, it won't. It's carpet. It'll soak in.
And then evaporate.
Evaporate, you mean?
No, I mean
Shut-
vaporize.
Vaporize?
You know, the shit that gives you lung cancer.
Oh, yeah, that shit.
But cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarettes are great.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a cigarette over a vape any day, bro.
It's me
No.
too.
Well, actually, I don't know. Be honest. If you had to choose, like when you were older,
Uh-huh.
if you had to vape every day or smoke a cigarette every day, which would you rather do? Honestly, I think I would actually have a cigarette in my mouth every day.
See,
I'm not actually a smoker, but I mean, like, I think I would.
I know why you would do a cigarette, because it's what every hard worker or
Yeah,
hardworking man
every guy in
does.
the workforce would do
See,
that.
for me, vaping is fucking crucial for you. Like, that shit's probably worse than cigarettes.
See, I know that vaping can crystallize your lungs, or at least that's what I've heard. Cigarette will cause black lung, is not good for your lungs, but there are those people that literally don't get shit from smoking.
Yeah. Most people who get lung cancer were bound to get lung cancer.
The people that get lung cancer, they smoke like packs a day.
And
I
the
mean, if
people
you
who
smoke,
did get
They
lung
smoke
cancer.
like a few or 5 a day. Like, that's not.
That's still a lot.
It is, but I mean, it's
My,
not a pack a day.
Liz,
It's not a pack a day.
I saw my mom went from smoking 1 cig to a day to like 6. Now she vapes. But personally, if I had to pick what like I had to smoke when I got older between a cigarette or a vape, and you said every day,
Yeah, every day.
I don't want to do either. I would
like,
rather.
think of it. You'd get used to it.
Okay, yeah, but like if
Like
I,
every day, like before you get to work, or when you get at work, you put a cigarette in your mouth, and it's just like normal.
I do.
It's like second nature.
Could I pick a cigar?
You ain't smoking a cigar every day
Why?
because you don't breathe them in. They're way too
Okay, so-
expensive.
So there's some cheap cigars.
Well, then they're not good.
You're right, but there's cigars for like 99 cents.
Oh no, they ain't.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're
Why
not.
owls are?
White owl?
Swishers.
That's gotta be really shit cigars.
I mean, it's just what the gas station sells.
What's the point of having it then? By that point, if it's not even that good. I want a cigar to enjoy.
Well,
Might
I
as well
mean,
just have a cigarette or flavored.
I
Cigarette.
can't incriminate myself on here.
I feel like how we're talking about smoking.
Yeah. Listen, guys, we don't smoke.
It's just saying that smoking a cigarette. It just came up in the conversation.
It did. Personally, I would much rather smoke a cigar over a cigarette or a fucking vape. Maybe I'll get tired of it as I go on, but I think cigarettes are fucking shit.
Maybe I should have rather said, would you rather be doing tobacco or nicotine?
Okay, now that's a better one.
Because I could see tobacco being like, also like, what is it called? Chew? Or
Chew?
chaw?
Oh, like a dip?
Chewing
Dip?
tobacco, yeah.
Dip? Yeah, dip.
Back in the day, it was called chaw.
My
right?
dad, when he was in high school, he did dip for like 6 months.
A lot of hicks do it.
And then he was just like, dude, this is actually bad. And then like he just somehow just stopped.
Just like that. Just
And
stop.
like my dad was just like, oh, I used to chew dip in my high school days for like 6 months, and then I just stopped. Ouch.
Well, fuck, I mean,
Oh yeah, guys, if you guys are lighting, or if you guys hear a lighter going on,
I'm just trying to light this goddamn candle.
we are lighting a candle.
Not
When
drugs.
when we do this podcast, we like to try getting in the right setting.
Yeah, we got a whole candle arrangement.
I have LED lights, and I always have them as orange because I feel like orange just represents happy, or more yellow.
Yeah.
But
I
our
agree.
whole theme is like orange. You know what I mean?
Got darkish orange, a little bit of a light shade.
Yeah.
You know, of brown.
But if you guys hear a lighter, we're just trying to light candles. We have these scentless candles for some reason.
Up. These wicks are shit.
And then we have incense inside here. Not incest. Incense.
Okay, I was making that joke earlier.
But I mean, like, if I had to pick between, like you said, cigarette or vaping, I'm doing the cigarette because vaping, scientists haven't done enough work. From what we know, some scientists have said, oh, you know, you're not even going to get popcorn lens off of this. But then another, 50% of scientists are like, dude, this is just going to kill you when you're like 35.
Yeah.
So, like,
it's hard to really
pick your poison in some way.
Be honest here. When you're an adult, you have the right to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to your body. It doesn't matter.
See, I know
People always say cigarettes and smoking is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it matter though? You do what you want. If you
I
want to
agree.
smoke, you want to smoke.
No, I completely agree, and that's kind of
have a
like
cigarette in your mouth. You can smoke a cigarette. I don't see a problem, but I'm not saying that I would fucking right when I turn 18, I'm smoking.
Yeah,
I didn't say that. I'm just saying like. When I see people out with cigarettes, there's a lot of people that look out at people that walk around town and shit like that with cigarettes in the mouth smoking, and people are like, "Oh, I'm so disgusted." I'm like, "What makes
like,
the difference?"
They're not hurting
it's still
you.
the same person.
Yeah,
it's just a cigarette. They can smoke whatever the hell they want.
Now, if I had to pick between, or if I had to choose to smoke anything, I'm doing marijuana.
Weed is not harmful. Really.
Yeah, no. Now
it can be.
There are side effects to it. There are long-term side effects.
What are the side effects?
Well, I know that.
I don't know much about.
I know like what's short-term effects. Short-term effects. I don't really know the long-term effects except memory loss.
You think?
That's real. Or not really like memory loss.
It get, like, if it's memory
but
loss,
you don't remember a lot.
If it's memory loss, is it like intense? Like, I don't even remember who I am.
Oh.
Could it get to that? Or is it like memory loss? Just like
yes,
it could.
And
oof,
it's called derealization. Derealization. I don't really know much about it.
But it's basically that.
Like you don't feel real. And like that happens if you're an addict to marijuana and you try and stop, you're going to go. It's kind of like really relapsing, and like you kind of like go into like this state of derealization where like you feel like you're like looking through someone else's eyes in some way. Does that make sense?
You're in someone else's shoes.
Yeah, and it's just like I really don't want to experience that. I don't think I ever will, just because I feel like my mindset is too strong. I feel like no matter what, I know that I am Jonathan Mossbacher.
I mean, there's a lot of people that have probably said that.
There probably has, but people who have done that, they've done everything. I feel like if you're getting to a point where you don't know who you are, you fucked up somewhere down the lines, and it could be something just as harmless as marijuana. I'm not saying marijuana is harmless. It is bad, and I still wouldn't recommend, teenagers smoking pot. It stunts your growth, it kills your brain cells, and all that shit. But the long-term effects aren't really that bad. Like, yeah, memory loss, but it's not like oh, I don't remember what 2 + 2 is, or who are you?
Where do I live?
Yeah, like it's nothing like that. It's just like
Alzheimer's.
someone will like tell you something, and you'll be fried and be like, "You told me that?" that's crazy. Except it gets like that when you're not even high.
So, being real with myself, I could see myself smoking a cigarette when I'm older, but I could not ever imagine myself smoking weed. Mm-hmm. Just because I know what weed is, I know what weed does. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's bad. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying like I'm against weed. I don't agree with people that smoke. I'm just saying I just probably wouldn't ever smoke. It's just kind of like whatever you're really thinking, whatever you really feel you want to do, you do.
Have you ever been around weed?
I've been around people with weed, yes. I know I've seen it firsthand, or secondhand, I guess it would have been. I've seen it. I know what it does, so that's, I mean, but even though I've seen it, I still don't think I would do it. I don't think I want to.
It's not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea, mate.
See, as a teenager, I'm gonna need to be careful with like wording this, because I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm smoking blunts, joints, bonds, fucking all the
Roach.
yeah.
The Mary Jane. Do I got my terms in check, bro?
Something inside my brain, ever since I was like 12 or 13, is just like, you gotta try it.
Oh, you can try it once if you really want to see how it is. Because if you try it once, it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
There's no way it's gonna affect you if you try it once. That's not how that works. Even if you smoke a cigarette or a cigar,
That one cigarette ain't
it's not gonna do anything to you if you really want to try it. But be careful, because if you know that your mindset's weak, you can get addicted in a hurry. So that's something you just gotta be careful. That's why wait till you're an adult is why it's the best answer.
That's my fear with nicotine and cigarettes.
Well, nicotine would definitely do that.
And that's like another thing. You know, when I was probably like 15 and 14, you probably like remember this. I'm just gonna say it because I'm kind of proud of myself. I used to have a Juul or a vape on me wherever I fucking went. You remember that?
Yeah, there's plenty of high schools.
And then all of a sudden, I just stopped.
Yeah, I know.
Like I one day someone asked like, "Hey John, do you have your vape?" I was like, "No."
And that felt good.
Yeah, no. It feels good to like being able to not look down on someone who vapes, but to be above them.
Perfect wording right there.
Mm-hmm.
I agree completely.
And you know, as a kid in your childhood, you know, you're kind of just learning mistakes. You know,
you just gotta be careful you don't get too far.
That was a mistake that I strongly regret, because I feel like if I wouldn't ever vaped, I probably would be phenomenal at my sports. Like, I'm being real, I'd probably be faster, have better stamina. Vaping at a young age is so bad for you. Like, so bad.
Definitely.
Anyway, but if I had to pick between a vape and a cigarette, I'm choosing a cigarette. It's classy.
Yeah, man.
It's hard. Hard-working men do it. Not saying that I ever will.
Yeah, this is not saying that I am gonna be.
Yeah,
smoking.
I know. It's not gonna be like when I'm 21, I'm gonna be smoking.
It's
Like
saying,
hypothetical.
It's just like saying which are which, you know?
Yeah, and like, you know, us being teenagers, you know, we may not know what we're talking about, but like I said, if we had to choose when we're above the legal age, I'm choosing a cigarette.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would too. So I think that's pretty fair. Though.
If I had to pick something to smoke, it'll probably be either THC or a cigar.
I'll do a cigar. People just tell me that's a good taste. So I would do a cigar. Yeah, to try it at least. I'm not gonna say I do it all the time. And they cost some if you want to get a good one.
Yes, they are.
I also don't want to get a cheap, shitty one if I wanted to get one.
So
I'm thinking about looking up some questions here, because that really just kind of got me into the mood of like, let's ask a question.
I actually just
go off that question.
I was writing down questions for this podcast, guys.
You got some?
If you guys, yeah.
Oh, you do?
If you guys don't know this is episode 15 of First Cup.
Damn.
Is this our first podcast of 2022, or is this our second?
No, second. Yeah, we did one with Jason.
Guys, this is First Cup's year.
Yeah.
All right. We stayed consistent since September. Let's go to September again.
Let's do it.
Listen, we've missed a week, but we've never missed like 2 weeks or like
we try not to let it get out of hand. You know, we want to do one every week.
Sometimes being a teenager with fucking school and then doing a sport, it gets stressful. It really does.
Yeah, we are in high school. We still have our high school lives going on.
But we do this because not just like because it's fun. It's also kind of healthy in some way. Just sit down
And
for
talk.
an hour and just talk.
See, kids today, all they want to do is just they just want to either get things done real quick, don't even think about it, or they just don't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
And all they want to do is just kind of like want to go home, play video games, be on their phone. They don't care
Fortnite.
about they don't care about what's happening in that moment. They want to do their own thing and some stupid fucking new Gen Z stuff.
And then they blink, and then they're like,
Oh shit!
What happened?
What the fuck? Yeah. See, when something like this, doing a podcast like this, it's healthy because
you're in the
you're really
moment.
taking time. Like back in the old days, there was no fucking video games, no phones or iPhones or anything like that.
People were doing podcasts without doing podcasts.
Yeah, man, it was just sitting down and talking. It can really open your mind too.
It was either you're talking or you're about getting into a fucking gunfight. It was either or.
That reminds me of we were just talking about competition, about the other people that there's two other people that I know of, or two other groups that we know of that are basically in our high school area that are doing podcasts.
Yeah, and we are the best ones.
Yeah, we are the greatest one.
Listen,
So, I do know there is this one podcast, and it's for the Waterloo High School, called Table Talk.
Yeah, aren't they seniors?
Yeah, they're seniors. It's, Tony Aerobic and Ian Schrader.
Great kids.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool. But if I'm not mistaken, they do podcasts like every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 15 out. They have like 20 out, you know?
And we're catching up.
They've been doing it longer than we have.
No, listen.
And we're catching up real quick.
And it's because...
I'm sorry, I don't want to mean like we're going to be the best. Like,
Oh, yeah, I
we're
know.
trying to battle them.
We
It's just
fucking know that.
It's just kind of like, okay.
But it's really cool that the podcast community is really going out there, and there's more kids our age doing podcasts.
We got a group of 8th graders. You said.
Yeah, it's
Two 8th
an
graders?
8th grader and freshman.
They just started one.
Yeah, and I thought that was like cool. I'm like,
Good for them, actually.
dude, like,
Hopefully they don't just talk about like should be table talk. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. I've watched like one of their episodes. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure what they mostly talk about is our school stuff that happens around our school, which is actually what our original idea was.
yeah.
But now we kind of just like scratched
You
that.
can't
And the
just
first
talk.
off, we just like we're just gonna talk about whatever.
Like what we're doing, like
Right
right now,
now.
we were just like,
Talk
I'm
about
gonna look up some questions. No, we're talking.
Let's
now.
just talk about smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes.
But yeah, I'm glad that
So-
there's other people doing these podcasts.
I feel like I kind of want to get back to the cigarettes and like smoking.
You do?
Topic. Just
I'm
just
sorry,
this
what?
one
You
question. I feel like kids who has parents that smoke are most likely to smoke
I can believe that.
because
What? Nah, people on the podcast might not believe me, but you believe me, and I know you do. I don't smoke.
yeah
My dad is a heavy smoker.
yeah
I mean, he smokes every day,
Mhm.
all the time. But I've just never took in smoking. And I'm glad I haven't. At least not yet, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a few that won't. They're angel childs, I guess you could call them. But it's
My
very,
dad.
It's very true that
my dad doesn't even like
I don't see him
do
smoke.
anything anymore
I don't see him do anything.
because he doesn't.
Or like that, I mean.
No, he lives off of sobriety. Like that's his high or drunk. He gets high off of being so sober, and that's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah. You know, when I was younger, growing up, my dad, when I first went into the not the high school, 8th grade, it was just like, you know, don't take peer pressure. That shit fucks and will fuck up your life if you hang out with the wrong crowd. And when I got into 8th grade, I think my dad was happy that I was a fucking loser.
I just knocked over the fucking mic.
This happens every time.
I'm always doing this.
It's okay.
Shit happens. Anyways, continue.
What was I saying? Oh yeah.
About your dad. And your group of friends.
When my dad figured out that I was basically a loser in 8th grade, he was so happy. It was like, yes, my kid's not gonna be a drug addict.
He's not gonna be a fucking popular douche.
Yeah, I don't. Now, as I got into high school, our friend group really did expand a lot.
Hell yeah. In junior high, I was never friends with really Gunner or Wyatt.
It was really kind of just you, me,
Zach.
Ben.
I was not friends with any of Jacob's group.
Yeah.
So the second that freshman year hit, everyone was together.
Yeah.
We were all together, the same friend group and all. It's crazy.
And it honestly feels really good not to be popular. Because I feel like we can do what we want without people, want to talk to us or
that's the thing. I gotta be honest. If I was popular, I feel it's more like demanding.
Yeah.
Like you have to participate in this because you're the popular kid.
Nah.
Like it would look weird if you didn't go to almost every boys basketball game if you were in the popular group of friends.
Yeah.
Because that's all they do. That's they always cheer all the other sports teams and shit like that. Or participate in student council and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's more demanding than just being who our friend group kind of is.
And the thing that separates us from them and us, I feel like they feel forced to do it. If that makes sense.
I could see that some of them are. Probably.
And then there's us who are we don't care what you think. We're gonna do what makes us happy.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
Do it. If I want.
A teacher could be swearing us out for doing something that's not hurting anyone. Be like, okay, and you remember when we were playing catch outside of the parking lots?
Yeah.
And then we go with just guys. I'm not being a dick, and I know there's no cars here, but the principal sent me out to tell you guys to stop. And we were respectable. We're okay, we probably threw around one or two more times, and then we stopped. Our cop's really cool.
Yeah, Mr. Wigan is cool, man.
If I ever became a cop, I would want to be just like him.
Yeah.
But anyway, topics. We've never looked up topics.
Other than when Avery was here.
When Avery was here, we always just go right off the noggin, and it works so well. We came up with smoking, just on top of
a weird subject.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, something to talk about.
Well, I feel like both of our parents smoke.
Oh yeah.
So
something to talk about.
For kids who have parents that smoke, don't feed into that shit. Yeah, I know.
Especially if you're young, man.
No. If you even do it for try to be popular or something, that's just not gonna matter in 4 years. When you graduate, you're just gonna be a deadbeat.
Being the popular kid in school will not matter once high school is over. It will have all been for nothing. If you try to only do that, not actually live out your life and be happy, just try to be popular. And maybe popular kids can be happy. I'm just not saying anything bad, but don't try to be forced to think that you want to be the popular kid. Because you're going to be missing out on probably way more than you think.
And if you try too hard, no one's going to like you. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Just be yourself, man.
Yeah, basically.
And people will come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Or you will come to them. Mm-hmm. Me and Adam, how we met at the Y.
Like a fucking force of nature, dude.
Yeah, we were just hooping and we clicked. We were thinking damn, we may never see each other again.
Who knew that next year he was going to the same school as us?
And now we're starting a podcast.
Now we're in a podcast.
And it's because I was myself. And it was probably because 8th grade year I was literally by your side the whole time.
Yeah. I didn't mind.
Yeah, no. It was awesome. I had no friends in 8th grade year. I remember your brother hated me for some reason.
Everyone hated you for some reason.
But how tables have turned, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Now I hate them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway.
Topics.
Music.
Oh, wait, we've talked about music.
Yeah, but I feel like we never really dived into music. But we want to talk about oh yeah, I like rock.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure we had a whole subject about music.
Have we?
I guarantee you we have.
Well, I wrote down more.
Good.
Our week.
Of course, yeah, actually. I'll begin.
Alright.
So, this whole week, Saturday... Oh, this really sucks, and I hope this doesn't keep continuing. Saturday, I was supposed to have a bowling tournament, right? Mm-hmm. All day. 6 in the morning to 6 at night. Oh. And it got canceled the day before because of COVID. there's another COVID spike going out, and I'm really pissed because I hope it doesn't affect the rest of my bowling. Because this is my last month of bowling.
Can I stop you there?
Yeah.
So, same thing happened with wrestling, except we won't have a match till January 18th.
Holy shit, that's Jacob's birthday.
It is.
There you go.
Anyway, continue.
Anyways, that was Saturday, and I got real pissed, so I decided to go stay the night at Gunners, which was fun. So I enjoyed it.
I was so confused.
And we went bowling that night too, at the bowling alley.
The thing that confused me was me and Gunner were planning to like do some fuck shit that night, and then he just said that he was tired. And
He lied to you?
Well, what time do you guys go bed at?
I didn't go to bed till like 6 in the morning.
He said he just didn't want to drive all the way out here, and I was just like, that's understandable.
Yeah. He had a whole day at work, running off 3 hours.
10 hours.
He said he was running off 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
and
no.
he still like played, and we watched One Piece, and he played video games until like 2 a.m. And I stayed up till like 6 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to bed like 1.
It was not pretty though.
So,
anyways, Friday.
Friday.
What did I even do Friday? So basically, I don't know if you folks remember, but we had our little mental health day.
Oh yeah.
On Monday last week.
And
we were talking about it on the podcast with Jason, and we were saying, bro, we want to do it, and I was like, I didn't know if I could. And surprisingly, when I went home and asked my parents, they were like, I don't care. Yeah, go ahead. I was like, well, that was easier said than done.
I don't think you... Should I tell them my side of my mental health day?
Yeah.
So, I took my mental health day, and my mom was furious.
And I still don't understand why.
Neither do I, alright? The other hand, my dad came home. And he was like, I don't give two shits. It's yours. And he gave me 40 bucks.
Gave him 40 bucks because we went to St. Louis.
And he was just like, dude, just have fun. Like, it's your day.
Yeah, man.
And I was just like, well, thanks.
Again, it's the first day back. We don't do anything. We didn't do anything. We didn't miss anything.
He understood it, too. He was just like, isn't it like your first day back anyway? I was like, yeah.
And the funniest thing was, since we missed that day, we went over to St. Louis, went ice skating for free because we snuck in. We didn't even know. We actually didn't even know we snuck in.
I told my mom about that, and she was just like, you do need a red pass to get skating.
But they didn't check us. So we walked into the skating rink, and you're supposed to walk straight, when you go into the door, straight down that way. There's a freaking table right there with computers, and there's two ladies there. So they're supposed to ask for name, she'd make you pay, and give you a slip. We literally walked past it. We didn't even notice it. We go up to the desk, we asked for our size skates. They gave them to us, and we thought, are we supposed to pay for this? And we just decided, let's not say anything. And we got away with it. It would have been like $20.
Yeah, no,
it would
have been expensive.
And then after that, we went to eat.
We went to Science Center.
Oh, yeah, right after we went to the Science Center.
For 10 minutes.
Yeah, they were literally closing.
We should go back there again.
I want to go to City Museum, dude.
City Museum?
I really want to.
See, Avery,
Science Center is free.
Ashton's birthday's coming up, right?
Oh, Ashton Pepper?
I could ditch her birthday, and we could go to the City Museum.
Ditch her birthday? Oh, I wasn't gonna go to her birthday.
Oh, well, she invited.
I didn't even know.
No, I told her, I was like, Ashton, Adam doesn't have Snapchat, and she was just like, oh, well, can you tell him? I was like, no.
I didn't know anything. Well, I don't really particularly. Well, maybe I should. I don't know.
See,
if Avery's going, then I might.
I do this thing where I will delete Snapchat or the whole day.
Yeah. Until
I get my priorities done. And then if I'm absolutely bored, I just go on there and just snap people. Because social media is really bad, especially Snapchat in itself. But I like Snapchat. I snap my friends funny pictures. But I mean, if I was in, I'd get rid of that shit for real. But Adam, you've had Snapchat
I've had Snapchat
four months now?
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Yeah.
I still don't notice it.
Really?
Like every time somebody's like, "Hey, let me get you on Snap. Let me text you something." I said, "I don't have Snap."
The thing that pissed me off.
I'm actually proud to say
it was too many hot girls asking for my Snap, and I was just like, I sound really nerdy, like saying I don't have Snapchat, and then they blocked me.
That's cute.
I know, right? Anyway,
Back to the week.
What did you do Monday and Friday?
Monday and Friday?
Yeah. Like this week. It's Saturday or it's Sunday.
Well, what about our week? Wait, are we still talking about the week?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, after the Science Center or whatever, we went to go eat at Broadway Oyster Bar. We came home. Most fulfilled day of my life.
Yeah.
I was so happy
For
after.
real.
You got grounded when you got home.
Yeah, but I didn't care because I'm ungrounded now.
So then, basically, we went to school the next day. Still weren't doing anything. I literally really didn't do anything.
Yeah, same.
It was a really easy day. Then went to school the next day. Easy again. And the next 2 days of school were turned to fully remote. And I didn't have to do shit. So we only went to school for 2 days this week. This last week. And it was so fucking hilarious.
Wednesday. For me. You know, Monday and Tuesday. Monday, mental health day. Tuesday, wrestling prep practice.
Oh yeah, I had bowling, I think, but I don't know.
Wednesday, I had a wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how we have like over 40 kids?
Yeah.
I was one of the 7 kids that was picked to come to this varsity wrestling match.
Hey, let's go.
And I was like excited. I was like, holy shit. You know, this is like my 3rd time on varsity. Because there's a lot of people in my weight class. And I ain't no John Cena with wrestling, you know. So when I heard I was one of 7 out of 40 kids, I was like, okay. Yeah, like, holy shit, dude. Like, I was there about to cry. And after I left my coach's room, I weighed myself. You remember when I was just eating everything?
Yes.
I lost 10 pounds. I went from 132 to 123 or 122.
You lost 10 pounds?
Yes.
How?
I was sick over winter break. And all I did, guys, was sleep for 2 days straight. And I felt fine, right? Except I had no appetite. And basically, like, for like 5 days or 6 days straight, I didn't eat. I just drank water.
I mean, that'll do it.
And when I told Coach that I was 123, 122, he was just like,
what the fuck?
It was like, we're fine. You're just going to wrestle 126. Because I'm usually at 132. And I was just like, yes, I'm still wrestling. Right? And, you know, I'm all kind of bundle of joy. Nathan Crayer got to go because Bryce Gower got his teeth pulled out or something. So he couldn't wrestle.
Teeth probably, yeah.
Yeah. So Nathan took his spot. So we go up to Redbud because that's where was that, right? I weighed in, and I was basically ready to go. I was sitting down, 10 minutes left. I'm like, hey Nathan, let's go and practice. He was like, oh yeah, I'm down. And I go for a double leg takedown where you grab both of like their legs and you pick them up. I slammed him on the ground, right? But I accidentally let go. So it was an illegal slam. As I let go, his head hit the mat and headbutted me dead in the above my eye.
Hit the mat and bounced back up into your head as you were coming down.
And I look at this kid. And I'm like, holy shit, Nathan, you're bleeding. Are you okay? Because like I was kind of like, not like scared for him, but like, I was kind of like, dude, this kid can't wrestle now, right? So I'm thinking like, Nathan, you're bleeding. And he's like, no, I'm not. You're bleeding. And I was just like, no, I'm not. We both look at Coach. Coach is like, you guys are both bleeding. And so I touch my eye, and I'm looking. I'm like, holy shit, my whole face is covered in blood.
It was a pretty big gash.
I look in the mirror, right? And this thing was probably about
an inch fucking.
Like an inch deep.
Yeah.
And like an inch or 2 deep. And I'm thinking, like, holy shit, this looks badass. And then Coach told me, he was like, you're going to need stitches.
And you're not going to be able to wrestle.
And you're not going to be able to wrestle for like a week. And I was just like,
shit.
7 kids got to come to this wrestling match.
You were the last one.
And my dumb ass
decided to go practice.
And I cut my eye open. I'm fine now. I super glued it. There's a big, just not a big scar, but there's like a little scar above my eye now, which I think looks badass.
Okay.
But that whole week, I was just like, not really like aching, but kind of like aching and sadness, because I was seeing everyone else wrestle, and I was just stuck there with my face bleeding. My mom took like 50 minutes. Then I go to the ER. I was there till like 11, and yeah.
What a day.
Yeah, what a fucking day, right? Because I was planning just like, that day I wasn't even planning to wrestle. I was planning to just go home.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, John, you're wrestling. And I was like, let's go.
Let's go.
Cut my eye open. John, you are wrestling. Go to the ER. Super glue.
Yay. What a fucking day.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wild day.
It is. And, you know, I might cut my eye open, but I don't regret it at all. Because...
Now you got a sick-ass scar.
Bro, it's just building character.
That's right. It's called personality.
Next,
what other topics we got?
I put
By the
comedy.
way, folks, that's all there is on Thursday
week.
and Friday.
Yeah.
Nothing really happened Thursday.
Monday we did nothing. Tuesday we did nothing. Wednesday I cut my eye open.
There was nothing going on, really.
But
anyways.
Next topic, comedy and humor. What's our humor like?
Oof. I don't know, man. My humor that I like to think I have is old man humor. Like, instead of let's say I wanted to use another word instead of bullshit, I'd be the type of guy to say like horse feathers. You know, like I'm just that's the type of humor that I like. I like old guy humor.
Or what the fluck?
What the fuck, man?
What the fluck, man?
I like old guy humor.
Or dag nabbit. My humor.
See, I love this, like old Simpsons. That's perfect comedy for me.
The new Simpsons are so bad now.
They're not bad.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
They're
bad.
not funny.
Well, then okay.
They're not funny. It's just a bunch of yellow people sitting on a couch now.
No, see, I still will watch the new Simpsons and I will enjoy it.
Okay.
Okay, I still like the new Simpsons. It's not as good as the old Simpsons, but it doesn't mean it's bad. I think it's still fine. It just wasn't. It's just not as good.
See, the old Simpsons, the reason why it was so funny and better was because they didn't give a single fuck what they said.
Yeah, then now there's a lot that you can't.
And now there's a lot. If you say gay,
but it's not even just words. It's just like scenarios that would happen in the old episodes. Like they wouldn't allow that ever again.
Oh yeah.
Like shit about like secondhand smoke. Like there was like an episode about that, and they made it all funny and shit. Like you wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Oh yeah, no, because that would be telling kids to smoke.
Because The Simpsons is a family show, even though back in the day it wasn't a family show.
You know a show that's really funny, and I think it's hilarious because they don't give a single fuck who they offend is South Park. You gotta admit, South Park is funny.
Holy they got canceled. I can't tell you how many times.
Bro, but they didn't care.
No, they didn't.
They're like,
would fight for it.
You can't cancel someone who doesn't care, right?
Well, no, you can't.
Adam,
they just paid it off.
Adam, no.
What?
If I told, let's say you accidentally said the F slur, all right? The FAG word.
Oh, okay. You mean faggot?
Yes. If a gay person went up to you like this, you're canceled. What are you gonna do?
I'll be like, I don't fucking care.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Honestly. I just get up.
I you know that TikTok of you going, shut the fuck up.
And I just get the fuck up.
I posted that on TikTok. I was hoping, because that's some type of shit that would blow up. Is it?
What?
Yes. TikTok humor
I don't know
is
TikTok
stupid.
Humor. It is.
Okay. All you need is a brain cell of a monkey. Actually, no, that's too smart. A goldfish. That was offensive towards monkeys. Goldfish.
That's not offensive toward monkeys.
Yeah, it is.
Monkeys are smart as fuck, then. You said that's too smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're smart, right?
Yeah. That's why
it's not offending monkeys.
That's why comparing a white girl who thinks Charlie D'Amelio is an actually good TikToker, that monkey is way smarter than the white girl.
I love that. That's hilarious. That was hilarious. Anyway, continue.
But anyway, humor. My humor is more.
It's you and all the other guys in our friend group.
See,
your humor is ass. I'm sorry.
no, their humor is racist.
Yes.
My humor
And gay.
is more, hey, Adam.
Don't you fucking dare.
See, it makes you laugh.
But I hate it. Just do something else, man.
It's just like, hey, Adam. Try and fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
I think it's hilarious.
This is Gen Z humor for you.
No, Gen Z humor is, oh, I can't go to school because I have anxiety. Wait, sorry. I need to call up the whole month for work because I have to take my mental health day.
For a whole month.
for a whole month.
My mental health month.
My dog died. And it's just like, okay. When there's 4-year-olds back then, just like, okay, I'll work for your company for 40 years, and then just let me live the other 40 years of me dying in peace.
That's the way to do it.
That is.
That's what you should do.
And now all these Gen Z fucking kids are like, okay, listen, I'm gonna get this job, but I need at least a like 6 months break.
He's like, I'm gonna get this job, but I'm calling the shots. Like,
Yeah.
No. That's not how it works.
Yeah, no,
Either
no,
you
no,
work
no,
for us
yeah.
and you do what we tell you, or you don't get the job.
This generation is so soft.
It makes me hate it.
It is what it is. We can't do anything about it. You know.
No, except burn the entire fucking planet.
I'm glad that there are people like you and I who can come to an agreement and just say Gen Z sucks. I wish I was born in like the 60s or 70s.
And trust me, there's plenty of problems that happened in the 60s.
Oh
and 70s.
yeah, for sure.
But I'd rather deal with those problems than deal with these problems.
Because like the problems that they had, there was no. Did you just call me a boy? like
yes, because you are obviously a fucking man.
They're
like, I'm trans. Like, I don't give a fuck what you are. Either you're a man or you're a woman or you're not in my store.
Listen, Adam.
You know, that's what it is back then.
That's very controversial.
I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I am against trans. But I'm not against gays or lesbians or bis. Those are normal. Because gay is normal. It's okay.
Yeah.
But changing your gender is not okay.
Do you think it's a mental disability?
Well,
or do you
yes,
think? Or do you think
it's all mental?
Do you think
it's not like you're born that way?
Do you
like
think
thinking that
it could be trauma too, or something had to happen to?
What the fuck could have happened to you to make you want to be another fucking gender?
Why are you saying me?
Nah, I'm sorry, but like, what could have possibly happened to you?
Okay, let's say someone could have gotten raped or abused, and then their whole like mindset is just fucked up.
Because you got raped?
Or something.
So now you'd rather be a guy?
Or something trauma like happened. That's usually what most transgender
Back in the day,
people
people went through war and never wanted to be another fucking gender.
Yeah, you are right.
So I don't see why.
Well, it's because this generation is soft.
Exactly. So back to the subject of Gen Z's ass, and the millennials are also not that good.
But most people who are transgender, they had trauma. You know, obviously something have had to happen to them to think that way.
Right, but why do you have to go to that?
How about you ask them?
I will never talk to a trans.
Well, then maybe that's your issue.
Fine, let it be an issue.
Because
I'm okay with that.
Think about it.
I don't want to.
Think about it. You want to know why someone will want to turn trans, right? The only way to know is to ask.
Okay, John. I'm joking.
Oh, hey, yo, I hate you.
I'm joking. If I talk to one, I feel like everything that comes out of that thing's mouth, I would be so pissed with. I wouldn't even be able to stand, like, being around them.
Imagine just like, yeah, I got, A, B, C, D, E, F, G trauma. It's just like, huh?
I beg your pardon?
I beg your fucking pardon. Anyway, this subject's getting way too...
This topic is getting a little too
man.
far.
All right.
I'm sorry, folks.
Next topic. What did we do when we were a child? Like what were some things that you found entertaining when you were a child? Not like, watching dainty TV.
No.
When you went outside, what was something that you remember doing that you loved so much? Like mine was Nerf guns.
Fuck it.
I told you this.
Nerf guns are where it's
when I
at.
lived in Morton, right after school, everyone had at least a pistol inside their fucking hip, dude. It was lit.
I'm gonna be honest. It would be. I'd have my own pair of rollerblades, and I'd always be taken up to the Columbia Park, and I'd rollerblade everywhere around there.
Really?
Or it would be my uncle and my aunt come and visit me every couple months, and they would take me, and it would just be me. They would always take me to the store. I'd get a brand new Beyblade, because Beyblades were the shit back then when I was a kid.
They were. And Pokemon.
I was more into Beyblades though, honestly.
Really? I was more into Pokemon.
And they would take me to the store, buy me a new Beyblade that I wanted. Just one. It's only one each time. And they'd take me up to the Columbia Park. They would sit down, have a cup of coffee. They would talk while I'm just sitting there under the fucking picnic table, ripping my Beyblade. And just playing with the Beyblade. One single little Beyblade. I didn't need a bunch. I just needed the one.
Let it rip.
That's all a kid needed back then.
What was your opinion on Bakugan?
Now, you see, I think I've said this before.
I think you have too. I don't know.
I liked the toys. And you get like a thing that you can throw out, let it hit a car, and it springs out.
Literally, you could stick it onto your fridge and it went boom.
Yeah, but I never watched the show.
Really? Was it because it never seemed like interested to you?
No.
Or it was just like it was never on?
I wasn't the type of kid to watch a whole bunch of different shows at once.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to watch Beyblades, I would be in my Beyblade mode. I want to watch Beyblade.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe watch Pokemon, but that's because they're still like animes.
Mm-hmm.
But if I wanted to watch Adventure Time or regular show, I'd have to be like, all right, I'm no longer thinking about watching Beyblade or Pokemon anytime soon. I'm going to watch a regular show on Adventure Time.
You know a show that I want to watch because I just never gave it a chance.
What?
Adventure Time.
I'm surprised you've never watched that show.
Okay, I'm about to get flamed here. I thought Adventure Time was stupid, but I thought that regular show was just superior in every single way.
See, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that I watched regular show before I did
Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm. I think Adventure Time's been around longer. Maybe.
Oh, yeah,
don't quote me on that.
That came out a long time ago.
No, not that.
Dude,
long.
it's been like 12 years now.
Yeah,
13
but
years.
so is regular show.
I guess.
I just don't know the exact date.
Yeah, I know,
But
because we were kind of young.
I did watch regular show when it was first coming out. I'm pretty sure I watched that before I did Adventure Time when it first came out. I think when I got to Adventure Time, it was just getting like the, fifth episode out, and I was watching regular show on the first debut.
Really?
And that was the coolest shit, by the way. Back then, when you would be watching Cartoon Network, and all of a sudden a new show would pop up, never seen before, and you just happened to be there when it came on.
A show that I really liked, I think it was on Cartoon Network. I think I told you this too. Amazing World of Gumball.
I watched it when I was younger, but now I couldn't.
Really? See,
That's too annoying.
That's my sense of humor.
Dumb.
The dad, yes, the dad's retarded, dude, and the mom's badass shit.
Hey, yo. Nicole Watterson, bro? No. I'm sorry, no. She's a mom.
She's a MILF.
I'm not into MILFs.
Gilfs?
No. Dilfs?
Wait. Top.
Alright. Because we did as a child. What did you like other than TV shows? What did you do as a child? Like I said, I rollerblade and play Beyblades. And by the way, that meant I was like always outside doing something.
So,
I was never inside.
there was this point in my life where I was never scared of heights. And I would just climb shit.
Oh, you're like climbing trees, yeah.
No, like, I'm talking about...
Like buildings?
No.
Like a skyscraper?
This 8-year-old me on top. No.
Like, hey, Mom!
No. I remember I had this
Hey,
buddy
yo.
named Michael.
What?
Hey, yo.
Anyways.
I had this buddy named Michael. I think I've talked about him on podcast. Me and him, he was kind of older.
Yeah.
And me and him, we kind of just like became friends. I saw him climb up onto like this wooden barn area that was at the junior high. Because I lived in town. A small little house. Right up the street was the school. It was literally a 0.2 mile walk. Maybe less. And I saw him chilling on top of there, right? And I asked him, I was like, hey Michael, how did you climb up there? And he said, oh, just use the fence. So I'm like, okay, so I'm climbing up the fence to get on top of this barn. Alright. I'm sitting on top of it. It ain't no like barn, but it's like kind of like a little shed.
Yeah.
That was shaped like a barn. And I can see like the school roof kind of. You know how our junior high, the 8th grade area is kind of like flat
Yeah.
on top? Yeah, it was kind of like that. So I was like, hey Michael, let's climb up on the junior high roof.
What?
Alright. And I was like 8 or 9. And I was with like this 14-year-old or like 13-year-old. And every day we just climbed up on top of this not building, but we climbed up on top of the school by using this fence. It was a different fence. And we would get onto like this object that you can kind of just like step up on that was kind of up against the school. Mm-hmm. And we had to make a little jump to get to the other part of the building or the roof. Well, we did this so many times. Eventually, we got caught.
Really? I bet you got in a lot of trouble for that.
And this cop saw a 14-year-old and a 9-year-old on top of a junior high roof. And he was just like, he didn't even yell at us. He was like,
How the fuck?
how did you guys get up there? And we were telling him, like, oh, we just used a fence. We got up there, and then we jumped over there. And then he was like, where do you live? And I was just like, oh, I live down there.
Like, I'm like, oh, you don't even know what a cop is.
Yeah, no, I just thought he was just some dude, like, talking to us. And he was like, you need to get down now. And I was just like,
Okay.
okay. And as my tiny little feet, that was like a size 2, you know, climbing down the fence while I'm sticking my shoes through like the holes. Because that's how I had to climb up it. Then he drove me home. When I was literally like a point.
Oh yeah, back in the day, any cop would do that.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm talking to your mom. He did it. He just dropped me off.
He's like,
and next thing you know, we're still climbing shit. Not the fucking
building.
building, but I was climbing on top of the barn. Because that was just like I don't know why, we just always climbed up there. And I fell.
Ooh.
And that's when I got my fear of heights.
That's understandable.
I was young. I was probably about like 8 feet high. You know, looking back at it, you know, it wasn't that high. But I was like 9 or 10. I was like 4 feet tall. So,
you know, I fell.
That's one thing that I did. I climbed a lot.
I'm honest with you. I fell off a really high place once too.
Really?
So I was skiing once, right?
Yeah.
And you know, ski lifts, right?
Yeah.
The chairs you sit on take you up to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed when it gets up to the mountain and you jump off and ski out to the mountain or whatever, it's supposed to slow down for you so you have time to, like, you know, you stand up and you're on the skis and you ski down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one didn't slow down. It just kind of kept at its speed. It's not fast, you know. It's like it's really not that fast, but I was young, and my parents got off, but I couldn't get off because I was too small and too short. And when I tried to get off, my coat got stuck onto the railing. And so this fucking lift, my dad they're already skiing off that way. I'm like, and it's just taking me around back down to the bottom of the hill. I'm like over this crater, like over this giant fucking mountain, and I fucking fell off the entire lift. into the snow.
Did you get hurt?
No, it's all powder fluff. You fall from that high, you're not gonna get hurt. But I was like scared, and my dad like realized, "Where's Adam?" And then sees me, I'm stuck on the frickin' lift, like I'm hanging on it. He's like, "Oh shit!" Like clicks out of his skis, runs to the guy, just yelling, cursing at the guy, "Stop the damn thing!"
Man.
Fucking hell, I was scared out of my mind. But I'm still not scared of heights. I don't know.
So, heights are something that I've always wanted to conquer. But there's
I
always
can do that for you.
There's always something in the back of my head, thinking that I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna,
Well, there's always that possibility.
My
You can-
foot, and I'm gonna fucking break my neck.
Yeah, there's always that possibility.
It's always the second thoughts that gets me. Because I remember, you remember trying to climb up onto Lakeview?
You really didn't want to.
My body was just like, dude, just fucking do it. But then, like, my brain was just like, you're gonna hurt yourself doing it. And so many people were just like, dude, just do it. But my brain physically wouldn't let me.
I actually just, and it's just got to be with the people that have fear of heights. I don't understand that. I mean, I've been in high places so many times. Even when I was younger, I've been in high places.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the fear of being in a high place. Because me, I trust myself enough. I trust my body that I can put these points of contact on this building and pull myself up and stay without falling. I have like confidence in the way my body works, I guess, enough to where I'm like, sure, I'll climb onto that fucking skyscraper. Like, I don't know.
See, I think that was my issue. It was, I didn't have faith in myself, if that makes sense.
No, that makes complete sense.
So maybe when we go back up to Lakeview when it's nicer, man, we need to do it, bro.
I
need to conquer my fear.
Do it. And then when you go skiing with me, that's really high.
Okay, I'm not gonna be scared of that. I know
You're gonna be 13,000 feet in the air.
That's completely fine because I know I'm gonna be fine.
Well, this is real skiing. Like in Colorado, I want to take you guys to Colorado. Well, maybe not. Not to Colorado, but I'll take you to Hidden Valley.
Okay.
Hidden Valley. That's high enough for you. I'm sorry.
But
it's cheaper.
Like planes, I fucking love planes. There's a point.
I love being in planes.
There was a point in my time where I thought about going into planes, because I could if I wanted to.
I still always think in the back of my head about my plane crashing every time.
Really?
Oh yeah.
See me,
it's always that.
I remember
plane crashes happen every day.
They do, right?
It's crazy.
But I don't know why. I just always put my trust inside the pilot, and I'm just looking out the window like, I see my house.
Even though your house is.
I'm in like Alaska, right now. Just like John, you fucking retard. We're in Alaska. What was the farthest you've ever like traveled?
Well, technically, since I was born in Russia back to America, that's all overseas. So technically, that's the farthest. No, actually, I went. So when I was born in Russia, so on the plane ride back, we actually made like 3 stops. It wasn't just Russia to America. I'd go Russia to like No, I don't actually know the places. I don't want to say because I don't think I'm right. But it was like to Switzerland, to some other places or some shit. And I stopped along the way because I had to take different planes. But then it was like a closer area back to America. So technically, yeah, Russia all the way back to America. But me being like older now, the farthest I've ever traveled for a plane is Colorado. And that's not even far. That could be an 18-hour drive.
I've been to Florida and Seattle or Washington. I think that's the farthest I've ever been.
I did land in Colorado because
Colorado.
Colorado. Jesus, guys.
Colorado. Hey, we are back.
Hey,
anyways,
yo, guys, what happened?
What the fuck were we talking about?
Colorado.
Yeah.
I've been to Washington twice. I want to move there. I think I've really set my mind on
Washington.
Moving there. When I'm older, because it's beautiful. It has everything that they want. It has a beach, it has mountains, and it has a city.
Well, there you go.
And my uncle had this house. It was my dream house. Now that I'm looking at it, it was kind of small, right? It was probably about the size of my house without an upstairs.
Yeah, okay.
But
That's a fine house.
instead of like, you know how we have like that slide door in like our kitchen,
Yeah.
it was like that, but it was like all windows, and it led out to this view that was where you could see the beach, and if you look into like the ocean, you can see mountains.
That's kind of sick.
And if you look to your left, you saw the city. So if you look to your right, there's, you know, the ocean with the mountains that you can see in like the distance. Then there's a city to your left where you can see the space needle. And that right there, you said it was affordable and didn't cost a lot. And so like
Yeah, but it'll be a lot more expensive
Now-
to find a view like that.
now it is, because everything is just corrupt now.
Well, everything's
Oh,
probably
that's-
been taken. But they sell it since it's such a good place and a good view.
Mhm.
It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, I think I told you this. I won't live in a condo though.
Oh, those are cheap actually. Yeah.
I won't live in a condo by myself with my pet dog,
My pet dog.
and I'm gonna name him Max.
Why Max?
Why? Because
The dog that you hate that is in this house is named Max.
I don't know. I feel like I just need a dog.
A better
named Max.
dog named Max.
Yes, I just need a dog named Max. All right.
I'm more for the view thing.
Mhm.
That's your dream house. I'm more into the mountainous, snowy range. You know, I
Really?
love the mountainous, snowy look. Freezing cold, but you know it's fine. In the pine trees.
Hey, you
Actually, wait. Weren't we talking about climbing?
climbing? Oh yeah, that's what we were doing as we were kids.
Oh, sorry. I don't fucking know.
Guys, when we do this podcast, we kind of just
We lose
forget
tra-
we're doing it
we
sometimes.
lose track of time,
like we can
dude.
just talk. Like it's already been like an hour, and like we straight up don't even think about.
This is the
doing
first time on a
podcast.
Sunday where I don't have to worry about getting home and going to bed.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know, right?
We don't have school.
2-hour special, guy.
Let's go. No, okay, well, no, I didn't say that.
But yeah, I'm happy that we are kind of aiming towards remotes, just
Wow, see,
because we're older now and we could do things, and we make things happen. Like we make priorities.
the thing with the going remote, and the reason why I did hate it so fucking much,
Mhm.
in school and in class, you get homework assignments, right?
Yeah,
But most of those homework assignments, you have the opportunity to finish them in class.
I agree.
The teacher reminds you every day of what's going down the next day, the next week, this week, what's happening, today, everything like that. When you're going remote, you have no teacher telling you this is actually happening.
Well, there's Zooms.
No, I mean like, it's just like quick
Classroom.
reminder. Like, I never remembered that we had a quiz review due on Friday, and we were remote. If I was in school, no, I didn't do it. I didn't even do it.
Me too.
Well, the thing was, if I was in school, I would have done it. Because I would have been reminded, like, oh shit, yeah, that's right, we got that on Friday. I didn't know. You know? Shit like that really pisses me off.
I think if we go remote, I have to I know I'm gonna have to retake math, because Mr. Huffman sucks at replying to emails. It's been a week now that I've not been in the classroom, and he's been assigning work, and I have no clue how to do it, because I accidentally left the classroom.
And you emailed him about that.
I
like,
did. I have I have a 15% inside there because I don't know what to do.
I just hate it because you get these assignments, these long assignments, and I actually dread doing them at home. But if I was in class, I'm in the mindset of like, I'm in class,
feel
let me
like-
get it done now.
I feel like it's because when you're at home, there's so many other things that you want to do.
You see, that's the thing about remote, and that's why it was such a problem. It was the, whatever the fuck it's called.
You couldn't just sit down and do work.
Yeah. It's just like, it's too many distractions.
I remember this one time I went over to your house during the winter time. I think this was like the day that we actually went snowboarding.
Behind the wheeler.
I went over to your house, and I was like, "Hey, you want to hang?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I got to do like my homework, and then I'll hang." 15 minutes later, like, "All right, I'm done."
Because all I would do is cheat on everything.
It's just,
I had a group chat and Snapchat then.
yeah,
That I had
know.
all the answers in.
But that
By the
group
way,
chat
I had
low-key
I
sucked.
had a quiz due tonight at 11:59.
Mhm.
Didn't do it yet. I got all the I mean I did it, but like today I remembered. Oh shit, it's due tonight. And I didn't do it yet. I did it tonight, all in a matter of like who knows, like 20 minutes, and I had all the answers because Gavin gave me all the answers.
I'm actually gonna check.
So
now.
I don't. I mean, it's easy because I can cheat, but I hate it because I can cheat. When I'm not learning anything, and I actually learned a lot of shit in history. Like in history, I actually learned a lot of fucking shit.
Really?
My aunt came over one time, and I was like, this was during the Christmas break, and my aunt came over. We played this game it was a history game, and if you get these things right, you get points to shit. I got like every single thing right because I learned it all this year or this semester in history. I was actually kind of paying attention. I didn't even know I was, but I was. And see, now I'm not gonna learn anything.
Hey yo, guess what? I just got the Google Classroom.
Let's go
For math!
For math, yay!
See, I'm actually good at math too. I show you not. I'm complete bullshitting right now.
I don't believe you.
No, actually though, for me with math, all I need to do is to do it.
I need it to be shown to me.
See,
I need to see it done first.
for me, I need to see how to do it and physically do it.
Yeah.
But I still need to see
Keep practicing
how to do it.
I gotta keep practicing
Because
it. Teachers always give you the shit. They say, alright, watch me do it, then you do it. Tomorrow we're doing a completely different thing.
and
Like what? I need to keep learning this.
It
You don't just
doesn't-
learn it in a day.
it doesn't help that they give you different equations with different things too.
Then they do like multiple choice ones, and then
Yeah.
they like just number ones, and then they automatically just go to word ones, like word problems and all this shit.
Do you use Delta Math, I assume?
Yeah,
Fuck Delta Math.
I fucking hate Delta Math.
You
I
used
just
to
hate.
be
I hate
able
doing
to
it
cheat.
online.
You used to be able to cheat on Delta
I
Math.
cheated on it today.
You can't
for
now.
the quiz.
You can't.
Well,
Or at least-
the picture. Gavin took
I
pictures
forgot.
of his.
We're in different classrooms.
Guys, so Adams is in Algebra 2 and I'm in Algebra 2 Core. That's because I struggle more in fucking school. We have different math classes. Mr. Huffman, for me, he said where you can't use photo math. It doesn't tell you the answer.
I don't use photo math either.
You don't? Oh.
Well, because my camera is broken on my phone, so I can't do it.
Imagine just being like, Adam, we're using photo math. And
I'm like, look, sweetheart, I don't even have a camera. I don't. You can check right now.
they're just like, pull out your 3 phones right now.
pull out my iPod, my phone.
Guys, this kid has an iPhone 8, an iPhone 6,
And an iPod.
and an iPod Touch. Is it a 6th gen or a 5th gen?
6th gen.
6th gen. That's
It's the newest one.
the 4th.
Or newish.
The 4th gen was the best.
Yeah, that was the original, bro.
Bro, when I lived up in Morton, my dad bought me an iPod 4 for my birthday. I went to my buddy's house playing Geometry Dash. He was like, "Dude, it's my turn now."
Electronic I actually had was a computer. It's an old Packard, Hewlett Packard PC, the old fucking one. And I would play Gotcha Paintball on it. That was the first thing that I ever played.
Gotcha.
Gotcha Paintball.
Gotcha
It's old.
Paintball.
That game is old now. That was like
Remember-
90s.
There was this.
Game on the DS that I was like kind of like hooked on. It's called Tamagotchi Life.
Never heard of that.
So Tamagotchi Life, you fellow viewers might know what I'm talking about. It was this game where you could create Miis. You know what Miis are?
Miis?
You know, like for
Yeah,
Wii?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you could create Miis, and they were in this apartments. You can make boys and girls, and each room in the apartment had a Mii, and you had to basically take care of them.
Mm.
And they could have feelings, like they could love someone. They could be like, oh, I'm hungry, give me food, or I'm bored, play with me, or some shit like that. And it was really fun. That was a game that I used to play a lot. Was Tamagotchi Life.
For me, like I said, I said about the Packard PC I had. When I say the only game that I played on there was Gotcha Paintball, I mean, that was the only thing I played on there because that's all there was. I didn't have internet. It was all offline, so I was only playing with CPUs the whole time. And it was the only game I was able to have on that computer, so I only used that computer for gotcha paintball. And then I went to like the Wii. I got a Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got a DS. iPod Touch. And I had the iPod Touch all the way up until my fucking freshman year.
Guys, I know you know what I'm talking about, but Pop Tropica.
Pop Tropica was a great game.
It was so fun for no reason.
It was Pop Tropica and what was it? Penguin. The Penguin one.
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin. I played Club Penguin like once before. I never got into it, but Pop Tropica like reminded me of that game, and I immediately wanted to keep playing that.
You ever played Wizard 101?
No, but I've always seen that game. I bet it's dope.
Well, when I was like 8 or 9, yeah, it was fucking dope. But if I played it now, I'd be like, okay, this is kind of weird. But I do kind of want to try and play it.
I still see their ads. Of Wizard 101.
You know what I want to do? So, I want to grow my hair out, right? And I want to be able to almost have my hair like how yours was just naturally just back.
Well, because every time I took a shower, I'd run my hands through my hair and wash it like that. So that's why I was always like that. You just gotta wash it that way, and you'll get it that way.
But like at the same time, I don't want like a middle part.
Well, see, I had a middle part when I first had my longer hair that was just
But
above the ears. That was middle part. But then when I got the really long hair, like past my ears, that was just all laid back. No middle part, just laid back.
His middle part wasn't cringy either, like some kids are. You know what I'm like? Why?
Mine wasn't terrible.
No, yours actually looked normal. There are some kids who just do a middle part because they think it's cute.
And it doesn't look cool.
I respect your middle part because you earned your middle parts.
Bro.
No, this man wore a hat backwards even when he wasn't supposed to at fucking school, and not to keep the middle part just because he liked his hat.
Yeah.
And my hair is getting long now. But
no,
yeah, look,
it's not even long.
From where it went, bro.
You don't even have an inch on the top of your head.
What?
Bro, you don't even have an inch on the top of your head. You're right.
You're right.
Because I got mine cut at 3 inches, and this is like.
Yeah, that's about the size of my cock. Yeah.
Hey yo, 3 inches. Hey yo.
And that's hard too.
Remember during the Monopoly podcast when you said, "All right, the guy with the biggest dick gets to go first," and me and Avery were like, "Ah shit," we were trying to play a joke and like say, "Ah shit," and John's just like, "All right," grabs the dice. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Hey yo.
Guys, if you guys have not seen the Monopoly podcast,
you should.
Please, guys. I know I quit like 1 hour in, but I had
you were tired, dude. You were tired.
There was no hope.
Because Avery fucked you over.
Avery really, because like my plan was going to work. You got to admit, if Avery
had a chance.
If Avery didn't make that stupid play,
he gave me
it would have been between you
that I needed.
It will be between you and I.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, because Avery would have gotten fucked. Me, I was just trying to get properties, and I was just trying to be a little bitch, and have you just try like, buy just cards from that's what I was trying to do. I was just trying to get a fuck ton of money.
And then I stepped on the free parking.
Did you get that twice?
It was no.
Or was it?
I did get it twice.
I didn't get it once.
I got it twice. I got it in the beginning, and I got it at the end of the podcast.
No,
that's what fucked Avery over.
I was by it so many times. I was like 1 or 2 spaces.
Yeah, it's always by one
each side, and it's just like, and I needed it the most out of anyone too. Listen,
you see how many times that we would step on go to jail, or visiting jail, or the go, like those are the corners.
Yeah.
For some reason, those corners you would hit every single time, but the 4th corner, which was free parking with all the money, you would never be able to hit. It's weird how that works.
We should do a board game podcast again.
Again? What game are you thinking of though? Something that we haven't played.
Shoots and Ladder.
I haven't played Shoots and Ladder in a long time, but I'd play it.
Candyland.
Do you think of something like maybe longer?
There's Uno. Poker. Blackjack.
I don't know about doing poker on the podcast.
Why?
I don't know.
What's wrong with poker?
Nothing's wrong with it. I'm just saying doing it on the podcast. I don't know.
Okay.
What about
there are board games out there that we could play. Or we...
Well, what about
Oh, you know something that we should do?
apples to apples?
No. Well, yes.
That's a pretty good one.
That is, but we should have someone, like, recording us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do a never have I ever, or who's most likely to. We get, like,
Oh, I'll
you,
do
me,
never have I ever.
Avery, and Gunner, and, like, your brother Jacob's gonna be like, who's most likely to...
Shoot somebody.
I was thinking of something...
I mean, yeah, it's something way worse. I was thinking of shooting a certain somebody.
No, I would...
Suck a dick.
Babies were involved.
Hey, yo. Rose? Wait, never mind. Anyways.
Yeah, but we want to do something fun like this. But nothing beats the classic light a candle and just sit down and talk.
But honestly, it really pissed me off that night when we did the Monopoly. So many things went wrong that night. We got so tired because we were waiting around. Logan never texted us.
Oh my gosh,
We were
guys.
planning on having more than just Avery as our guest.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a whole bunch of people. No one was available, and at the last second, our last guy decided, I can't. My mom won't let me. I was like, come on, dude.
And that's when we just learned to do the podcast just us. Fuck them.
I know. Even though you were just saying, let's do one with everyone so we can do Never Have
Well,
I
I was just thinking Avery and Gunner.
I mean, yeah. I think it's fun. I would do that.
That would get fun. We each give piece of paper, 4 pieces for each, and we write down our names.
That's how you play Never Have I Ever?
Yeah.
I play Never
Or
Have I Ever
I was
with the
thinking about
figures.
who's most likely.
Who's most likely to, isn't that just also something where you sit in a circle and you go one by one? Who's most likely to lay in bed with their fucking socks on or some shit?
And then there's like
And
you
you-
have 4 pieces of paper, and you raise up that paper of their name.
I don't think
You've
I've...
never played it like that?
No.
Damn.
Well, no. Doesn't mean we can't play that good.
I mean,
We should.
Listen, if we want to do like the circle one too, I don't care.
That's the only one that I've known about.
It's
I
gonna be
don't know what-
fun no matter what.
We should play a game of BS. You know how to play BS with the cards?
BS.
Do you remember how to play that game?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
You know how to play that game?
No.
It's a really fun game. Everyone knows how to play it, and you're probably the only one that doesn't know how to play that game. It's basically just a regular deck of cards. Take out the jokers or whatever, and you divvy up the cards so that every card in the pile is all divvied up. It's not like you get this amount of cards, this amount of cards. Like, you just divvy them up until you have no cards. The person with the ace of spades goes first. You put down the ace. And you go ace, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You continually go around in a circle. I put down an ace. The next guy after me has to put down 2. And if you have more than one of that number, you can put down that number. You can say, all right, I'm putting down 2 2s. And you put them face down. And the thing about the game is you can lie. Like, you could take a 2. Let's say you have to put down a 2. I could take a 2 and a 3 and say, I'm putting down 2 2s. If somebody calls BS on me, they can lift up the cards. And if they see that I didn't actually put down the real cards, I have to take the whole stack that's there. And if they didn't guess right and I did put down the real thing, they have to take the cards.
So it's whoever has the least cards.
Whoever gets all the cards in their hand, totally gone.
That sounds fun.
It is fun.
We should try to play some bullshit.
Shit, what time is it?
It is 10:50.
It's almost 11.
Guys,
we might have to end this. This is going on long.
guys, listen.
I enjoyed it though.
We may not have school tomorrow, but beauty sleep is something that we look forward to.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Gunnar was telling me that he cannot do beauty sleep. He can't sleep past a certain time of the day.
really?
And
See,
I don't understand that. I can sleep whenever.
I automatically wake up at 8 a.m. every day.
I used to do that at 6, but now I just sleep.
I either wake up at 4:30 a.m. or 8 a.m.
4:30
Yes,
a.m.
for some reason I've been stuck just waking up at 4:30. I'm like, well, this is my day.
This is my day.
Then I go to bed at 12. I'm like, this is my night.
Don't you just hate it when you go to bed at 1 a.m. and you just know, since you have to go to school the next morning, you have to get up at 6. You just know that I'm not gonna get any sleep.
Yes. 5 hours of sleep is not enough.
Feels good when you get into bed all cozy,
Mhm.
but you know inside I'm not gonna get any sleep.
yes. No.
It really sucks.
I feel that on a personal level.
That's why I'm so happy when I go to bed at 8. I'm
Or
like,
9.
That's awesome.
Just like...
Oh, let's go. I'm going to bed at a good time.
No, nothing is better then accidentally falling asleep.
On
And
a
then you
school
wake
night.
up.
Like at a
and
good
all-
time.
Yeah. And you
Oh, I love
you
it if I
wake
were like
up with the marks.
right after school. I come home. I'm dead tired.
Yeah.
I drop in my bed. I sleep till like 1 a.m. and I wake up. I'm energized. I could go through 2 days of school right now, and I'd be totally fine. Those are the greatest days.
Nothing is better than when you take a nap and you just wake up and sweat and your arms are all marked and shit.
Hey yo,
You don't know what I'm talking about?
no, dude. Oh no, not marked, but I woke up sweaty because I was like, I don't know, scared or sick or
You've
something.
never like woke up and you have like certain marks on like your arm? Like, Jesus, I just slept fucking heavy. You've
I don't-
never had that
see,
happen.
No, the thing is, I don't.
Guys,
sweat. I don't
guys,
sweat when I sleep.
no.
I don't sweat. when I
Everyone is gonna think you're crazy because everyone knows what I'm talking about.
sleep. I think you're crazy.
No, literally, I saw this on like YouTube and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about."
I don't have
you're-
marks on my hand, but I sweat like woke
I'm
up
not saying,
sweaty. I was
like-
like, holy shit.
You ever like slept so good
Mm-hmm.
where you wake up with a bunch of like not scratch marks, just imprints on like your arm or like your face, and you're just like, Jesus, that was a good fucking nap.
I've woken up where I've like held something in my hand when I woke up.
What?
Like I've been asleep for like 12 hours or some shit, and I wake up like really fast. It's not like and I kind of wake up like, oh, good morning or shit. I just like wake up really fast, and I'm like clenching my pillow like this, like I'm scared or some shit. Cause I was like so excited in my dream or some shit. I woke up like that before.
I remember.
I woke up on the ground once, off my bed. I fell off and I was still sleeping.
What?
And I woke up. I'm like, why am I on the floor?
Nah, see, that's happened to me once, except I woke up when I fell. I had this bunk bed when I lived up in Morton because I shared a room with Grace and Bernadette. I had the top bed, they slept on bottom. I rolled off the top bed. It didn't hurt, but I woke up and I was like,
What's
my mom come in because she heard the loud thud at 3 a.m. She's like, what the fuck happened? And I'm looking and I'm
I
like,
fell off my bed.
fell off the bed. I don't know how.
There's no better vibe or weird vibe when you fall asleep in the car ride home and you wake up next morning in your bed.
See,
Your parents carry you out of the car and put you nicely in your bed without waking you up, and you wake up. I'm in my bed.
have
What
you
the fuck?
ever pretend to be asleep from a car ride so they could take you to your bed?
Yes, most definitely.
Yes.
I used to do that. All the
But nothing is better than sleeping on a long car ride and you wake up in your bed.
Should we end it on that?
I think we should. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys did enjoy the First Cut Podcast, episode 15, please like, share, and fuck it, share. And
Subscribe.
comment, give us questions.
We're going on 11 subscribers
Subscribe.
now, bro.
11 subscribers. That's kind of not crazy, but like,
A lot more than we used to have.
yeah.
we used to have.
We had 2.
We used to have 3 like a week ago. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking awesome, guys.
Look out for
2022 is gonna be our year.
Yeah. Look out for the other competition though.
Yeah, I guess, you know. I still don't think no other podcast is doing it like us.
No. I will. We should take a day where we actually listen to them.
Yeah.
Just because I want to know what they're doing.
I feel like they're just talking about like freshman shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Video game Fortnite.
They
I just got done snapping this bitch.
They don't got their cup of coffee or
Yeah, man.
or jazzing music. I mean, we didn't have our cup of coffee.
Not today.
either, but
It's alright.
it's all right. I hope you guys had an amazing first cup, better than fucking
Cream soda.
cream soda, guys. I feel like shit, low key drinking that. It has been your host, John,
And Adam.
and we'll see you next week.
Good morning.